right. Well, hello and welcome everyone to our weekly educational series. I'm your host tonight and EllieMD Social Media Manager, Brenda Rios. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We're excited to welcome three amazing guests who will be sharing their real journeys and real results experience. We have Robin Olson, Dee-Dee Harris, and Dr. Caroline Glenn. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. Robin, I'd like to start with you. So, a little
Okay.
bit about Robin. She is a 63-year-old mother of three daughters and one stepdaughter, and a proud grandmother of 11 grandchildren. Amazing. She's never had a problem with her weight until she hit menopause, and it hit her like a ton of bricks. She experienced a weight gain of around 70 pounds, and nothing seemed to help. Her biggest weight was 170, and as of today, she's 127. Congrats on that. So, Robin, welcome to our educational series. So, I'd like to get a little bit more background on you. So, how has your journey been? What was that experience in your life that made you start to get on peptides?
Uh, just never had a weight issue at all. I had three kids, never gained, within 2 weeks of having my kids, I was back in my regular clothes, um, hit menopause, and it was depressing. I spiraled. And Stephanie Grachik is my team lead. And she's one that got me going with this, with the LEMD. And then also I do Glow Getter peptides, which that one helps me a little bit with my sleep, my nails and skin, hair. But since starting the trizepatide, I have noticed a huge difference in my uh, appetite, how much I eat. I have to tell myself to eat. There's many times that you're not hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a life changer for me. We actually have two houses in Florida. My husband just, as of yesterday, bought a bar down in Fort Myers, Florida. So I get to go back to work. I got to retire for 4 months.
Nice. And I bet with or did you have more to add?
No, go ahead.
Oh, so with this new journey with tirzepatide, and you mentioned the food noise reduction, did you experience
Yep.
any other benefits? I imagine now that you're going back to this work lifestyle, you're having that more energy.
Oh, definitely. The energy is, I would fall asleep sitting on the couch watching TV, and that hasn't happened for months.
Wow. And did you
And
make any
just,
other did you make any other lifestyle changes? You mentioned the food noise and you're not eating what you used to. So did you adopt any like, healthier habits, such as maybe you made a food change where now your go-to foods are a
yep,
different type?
yep. We'd always have chips and cookies in the house. Very rarely do we have, especially the cookie aspect, that has gone down pretty much to nil. Now it's more the fruits and vegetables and proteins and trying to stick to more healthier choices.
Mm-hmm. And I definitely relate to that as well. Now that I was also on tirzepatide and I had adopted those lifestyle changes, so now you kind of gravitate more without even thinking too much towards like these healthier foods. So definitely having
Yep.
those lifestyle changes makes that big difference. Yeah, and I've heard from other people as well that they get this energy and they can do the exercise that they thought they couldn't do before. They're going back like
Yep.
you to at these activities, like for your case, it would be going back to work and
Yep.
imagine opening a bar is going to be a lot of work, but now
Oh
that you've
yeah.
made this progress, you're all set.
Yep. Yep, nope, I'm excited to see where the journey goes.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. And thank you so much, Robin, for sharing. So, next up, I would like to introduce Dee-Dee. So, Dee-Dee is feminine energy and embodiment coach, passionate about helping women regulate their bodies and experience transformation through alignment rather than force. After navigating a period of deep life instability, including homelessness and experiencing weight gain, inflammation, and physical discomfort in her own body, she has been able to lose over 20 pounds in 2 months, amazing, while shifting her lifestyle in a more sustainable and supportive way. She now shares her journey and perspective to help women move out of survival mode and into a state where their bodies can finally work with them. Dee Dee, welcome. Thank you so much for
Hi.
sharing your that's uh how did you start this journey? I mean, going from that transition, what was your mindset like? What made you have that switch and decide to try out peptides?
Well, I first want to say thank you so much to EllieMD for existing. And I also want to thank my mentor, Natasha Harris, for introducing me to this company and to these miracle peptides because that's what they are to me. In 2023, I experienced homelessness and I gained 80 pounds from that. My body took a major hit from that. And I've been trying to lose the weight ever since. For 3 years straight, I have been actively working out, eating right, doing everything right to lose weight, and nothing would work. I was dealing with severe pain. Every day I woke up, my body, there was a new pain. I literally felt trapped in my body. I used to sit up in on the side of my bed, like wake up in the middle of the night because I can't sleep. And I used to just sit up in my bed and just sit there hopeless. I didn't know what to do. I literally did not know how to help myself. I was crying out. Okay. I had no answers. I didn't know who to turn to. I literally had no answers. I'm fat. I can't lose the weight, and my body's in pain. I'm the type of person I've been working out for 10 years. I can't even work out because I'm scared that I'm going to wake up and it's going to be another ache in my neck, another ache in my back, another ache in my side. My wrist hurt, my feet hurt, everything hurts. I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. So one day my mentor, she was talking about these GLPs and she was telling us how her husband lost all this weight and he lost all this weight real quick. And so I something like, and I started listening heavily because when she was talking about peptides, I didn't know what she was talking about. I wasn't paying no attention. I don't know what that is. You know, I didn't pay attention. But once I started seeing him losing weight, I'm like, hold on, let me see, let me go deeper let me see what this is all about. So I started with the GLP-1, and when I tell you the weight started melting off, the weight started melting off of after 3 years of trying. And then later, I noticed that I wasn't in pain anymore. I was jumping out of bed. I'm like, wait a minute, am I popping out of bed? And I started noticing I don't have no more pain. Like all of my pain is gone, right? So God really answered my prayers. These are real miracle medications. Like I'm so serious right now. So I lost 22 pounds in 2 months and a half and still counting, right? I don't have no more pain, no more inflammation. I feel alive again. I feel like me again. So I'm naturally a woman who loves to take care of her body. I love to work out, right? That's who I am. And the GLP-1 allows you to be your higher self. It allows you to be who you are from within without the distractions. All of my distractions are gone. Like my cravings, I don't know if it's an age thing. I got to a certain age because I'll be 43 in May. So I don't know 3 years ago I hit that mark. I don't know, but my cravings, when I tell you, they will drive you crazy. No matter how I'm the type of person I want to eat right, like I desire to eat healthy. But my cravings were so bad that I couldn't, they will drive me crazy until I satisfy it. Like I was trapped in all areas. Like I could not, it wasn't me. So these GLP-1s, I got on these GLP-1s, I'm back, baby. I'm me again. I don't have the distractions. I don't have the food noise. I don't have the cravings. I don't have the pain, right? I'm losing weight like butter. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. And I'm back to myself. So that's the first one I took. Now I'm on the MOTC. All right. The MOTC is so when I started working out, so I'm losing weight and everything like that, I did notice that, I was kind of having a hard time working out because this is new. I'm eating literally half of what I've been eating. So my body needed to catch up. I'm like, oh, I don't really have an endurance for my workouts. And I noticed that. And God is so good. And I promise you, when I notice like my endurance ain't in my workouts, like, oh Lord, wait, y'all done introduced the Motsy. Why y'all did that? Honey, I got on that Motsy because y'all, I when I heard the word Motsy, something awoke in me. I knew I had to have it before y'all started telling people what it did. I knew it, like I connected to it instantly, right? So y'all started saying what it does. I say, I need that. I started that. When I tell you, man, I be going 2 hours in the gym. And I'm talking on my slow days. Y'all know women, we fluctuate. We fluctuate in energy. Y'all do know that, right? So on my low energy days, I don't even notice the low energy days no more. I notice I'm still going. Now I'm not going against my body, because don't go against your body. If your body need to rest, rest. I don't believe in going against it. It's not about going against your body. Like the Motsi, literally, the energy is there. So if the energy's there, use it. So now I have the endurance in my workouts, right? I'm working out like crazy, like I'm in there, I'm doing them reps, okay? And I'm dropping the weight. And it's a perfect combination. And I feel good. And I'm just going to tell the world about it. I joined EllieMD. I'm a brand partner. I'm actually an advanced brand partner. I got 12 business partners up under me. And yeah, we doing it. And I ain't stopping because the world need to know about this.
Oh, I love that. And so many people resonated with what you
Hmm.
said as well. People are loving it, and because it is so relatable, especially with the food noise, and then once you start getting to your weight goal, the confidence that you get and the empowerment, there's just no words for it. I definitely want to touch more on Mott C. Did you make any lifestyle changes for when you started your Terzepatide journey? I know you mentioned that you worked out and you had that food noise reduction. What was that like for you?
Okay, so like I said, I'm naturally a woman who takes care of her body. That's who I naturally am. So when that came into my life, the Tirzepatide and the Motsi, I've been working out for 10 years straight. All right. I eat right. I do everything right. It's just over the last 3 years trying to get the weight off, and nothing was working. So these peptides, these miracle peptides, just allows me to be who I naturally am from within. So it just went, it's just alignment. It just goes, right? So yeah.
Love it.
Now I just
And
eat healthy. I've been eating healthy. It's just the cravings just made me turn me into something that I'm not. I'm not that. I don't want to eat junk food. I don't want to eat greasy. I don't want to eat three servings. I don't want to eat and then still hungry. I don't want to every time I walk in the kitchen, I got to stop and stare at the refrigerator. That's not who I am. So with the GLP, it allows me to be me. Like I can't explain that, like
mhm.
how beautiful that is to be me and for me to shine, show who I am without
Mhm.
the distractions. So I hope that
Yeah.
answered your question.
No, it does. And I've heard it from other people as well, just how much that food noise reduction really allows them to
It's
tune in
gone.
to yeah, exactly, to really what they want to eat. And just that transformation is amazing.
Yeah, and then it's like, who are you? Because the peptide gonna do what the peptides do. The question is, who are you? Are you going to make those lifestyle changes? Because it was simple to me. It was a no-brainer to me. I was like, oh yeah, baby, this is right up my alley. I want to eat lettuce anyways. Okay? I want to eat like a rabbit anyways. Because that's who I am.
Hmm.
Right? So who are you? They really gonna show you who you are from within. Like if you still choosing junk food and all of that stuff, then hey, you know, but I got on it and I love who it's allowing me to naturally be it's allowing me to be who I naturally am. So
Hmm.
who are you on this stuff?
I love that. And with Mott C, you mentioned that you're doing both of these and you got that new energy with wanting to work out. How far into your Mott C journey did you start to experience those benefits?
The first time I took it, and let me tell you, it's not no jitter energy because I was afraid at first. I'm like, man, because I can't take caffeine. I can't take energy drinks. That messes with my heart or something. I don't like it. It give me the jitters. So this is natural energy. It's from your cells. I felt it my first day. Like I rode on my bike. I got on my bike and I rode on my bike, my stationary bike, for like an hour and a half, and I felt good. I didn't feel, oh, it ain't over yet. Dang, it's taking a long time. Dang, this hour taking for I was like, I was on that bicycle, baby, and I felt good. I'm like, that feel good. That workout felt good. It didn't feel depleting. So it's natural energy. It's natural. I can't explain it. It's like a natural energy. It's like once you get into that workout, whatever the workout releases, the Moxie powers it. And then you like, whoo, 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 you just in it. You just in it. You just
Hmm.
zoned out. You're zoned out and it feel good. You feel good.
And Paula says, I think we all need a Dee-Dee in our life because now I'm sold on Motzi. That wasn't in my peptide routine, but now I'm like, okay, I could definitely go for that energy, especially with summer coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dee-Dee, thank you so much. Your testimony is so powerful, and
Thank you for having me.
you got a lot of love in the comment. A lot of people resonated with it. Next, I'd like to bring Dr. Caroline Glenn. Caroline is a clinical pharmacist specializing in endocrinology, nephrology, and weight management. She's been using tirzepatide for 2 years, resulting in a 63-pound weight loss and improved her kidney function, increasing from 60 to 93. Congrats. She also incorporates NAD, MOTS-C, and Sermorelin into her routine and has recently added DSIP. So, Caroline, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Your 63-pound weight loss is amazing. Can you share more on that moment that sparked your decision to get into GLP-1s?
Yes, I was strangely hesitant considering I manage them in patients every day and I see the benefits of them and I shout them from the rooftops, but I don't know. Well, I guess I do know. I had participated in a weight loss program that was diet and exercise alone, where I had lost 50 pounds when I was about 4 years younger. And so I knew that I could do it the right way, right? Like everybody's, all the people that are being judgmental back in that time would say, I knew that I could do it, but all of a sudden everything changed. I was several years older, didn't, even though I'm medical, it didn't really hit me that it was perimenopause yet because I had lost my job. They had layoffs. The company I worked for went out of business in the state of South Carolina. So I thought it was like depression and just situational weight gains because I gained it all back during that time. And I had a friend who had lost a bunch of weight on tirzepatide, and she was trying to get me to do it. And I was, I was real hesitant for whatever strange reason, just like wanting to be able to do it myself again. And she said to me, Caroline, if you won't do this, if you won't make this decision, you rave about these medications and what they do for your patients all the time. If you won't do this for yourself, I want you to think about doing it for your kids. And of course, she just knew what would get me, and that's what got me. And so I was like, oh, you're right. Okay. So then I decided to try it. And I had been on that same program where I lost the 50 pounds and trying to do it, for like 6 months straight, very restrictive diet. I could only have fruit like every other week. It was, it was very, very restrictive, and I still wasn't losing weight. Um, and all of a sudden, the weight just started falling off and everything just felt easier. And when you are somebody who lives with food noise and you don't even realize that you have it and it's all of a sudden gone, you're like, oh, this is what it's like for normal people that don't think about food all the time, regardless of whether you're hungry or not. And it's gone, and you have this sense of freedom all of a sudden. And then I lost the 63 pounds over about, I think that took me about 9 months. And then the kidney function change was what was so huge to me because, you go to the doctor and they say your labs are normal. 60 EGFR is technically, not bad. Your doctor will tell you that's not bad. But what I know is that's not optimal. And I want to live an optimal, healthy life, um, for longevity. I don't want to just be going for the bare minimum, right? So when I saw that, I just had to shout it from the rooftops to everybody, really.
And I'm sure everyone who's been on a similar journey, once we start experiencing those benefits, same, we all want to share it and other people get inspired, as Dee Dee was mentioning. Once you start to see it from someone, or once someone starts to see that it's happening to you, people take that first step. And you also mentioned you had that improved kidney function. How far were you into your journey when you started to see that benefit? And were there other benefits that you noticed? You mentioned the food noise.
So I was definitely experiencing a lot of low energy, a lot of fatigue, and that improved very quickly as the weight started coming off too. The kidney function, the first time I had my kidney function checked after I started it was, I think, about 9 months into it. Um, so maybe it correlated with the weight loss too, but studies show that it actually improves kidney function. It slows progression of chronic kidney disease. So I think it was around 9 months to a year that I had my first one, and it had gone up from 60 to 80 something. And then at 18 months, I had it checked again and it went up to 93.
That's amazing. And you put that you're also on MOTS-C. Can you share a little bit about how that's been like for you?
Yeah. Similar to what Dee Dee said, I don't feel an immense amount of energy immediately from it, but I think that's because I already take NAD plus. And so I've already got the benefits, the energy benefits from NAD plus. So that was the second peptide that I ever added was NAD. And my brain fog went away and my energy was there first dose of that. And that's on cellular level energy, helping your cells increase ATP, which is like the currency for energy. So I think that, that's the reason that my energy level didn't change a lot from MOTS-C. I've noticed other people who just recently started it all say that. But my endurance in workouts is incredible. That's the biggest thing that I've noticed. And it's only been, when did it come out? I mean,
Just
a
a few
month.
weeks ago. Yeah.
I think it's been 3 weeks to a month,
Yeah.
something like that.
Hmm.
So I'm really excited to see, they call it exercise in a bottle. It actually increases your metabolism the same way that exercise does. So it's fantastic for people who can't even exercise. So that's so exciting to me because, for people who are really struggling and feel stuck.
Yeah. And you also so you use NAD and Summerellin. How do you typically cycle your peptides, since that's like 4 peptides?
Well, I have stopped taking the Sermorelin now that I started the DSIP or the DSIP or I don't know what we're calling it, DSIP. So I switched those out. So I
Mm.
was taking Sermorelin. So I was taking tirzepatide, NAD, and Sermorelin. And then I switched out the Sermorelin for DSIP and the
Mm.
switched out the NSAID. I mean, not NSAID, the NAD for MOTS-C. So I'm kind of like
Mhm.
switching out things that are
Mm.
similar, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the
Mm-hmm.
Sermorelin really helped me. I was like really struggling with night sweats and sleeping and hormonal kind of issues in perimenopause. And that one really got rid of my night sweats. And we'll see. Hopefully they won't come back now that I'm
Mm-hmm.
switching over. And it improved my sleep, but my sleep wasn't perfect. But it was
Mm-hmm.
it was significantly better from the Sermorelin.
Perfect. And you mentioned that DSIP is what's really helping you sleep. And that's the latest peptide. So can you share how your experience with it has been like?
Yeah, you guys, like I was like, I haven't even told this to my team and to my people yet on social media because I was like, it's so new. I'm like, the first night I took it, I slept like a baby. And I was like, that's probably just a coincidence because that's just, one dose. So then the next night, I swear I called my daughter because she wasn't home from work. I called her to tell her good night that I was going to bed. And I don't even remember anything after that. Like, but it doesn't zonk you out like you don't feel tired in the morning. I'll wake up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, wide awake and perfectly refreshed. So it's like the struggle of falling asleep that I've always had where your mind is just feeling wired. You're like so tired you can't sleep because you have all these worries and all the things rushing through your head. That's like just it's only been I think I've taken it for 5 nights. So it's been a short period of time, but every single night I've slept fantastic, fell right asleep. And I have woken up in the middle of the night a couple of times, like to go to the bathroom or whatever, and I've been able to fall right back asleep, which has also been a struggle for me in the
Mm-hmm.
past to not be able to go
Yeah.
back to sleep.
Oh, that's amazing. And Alicia in the comments agreed that for with this that now she's finally being able to sleep after 11 years. So it's amazing to hear those stories come out so soon after the release.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and um, I'm gonna start talking about it soon. But somebody said, "Do you which peptide did you say is great for people that can't work out?" That's MOTS-C. And I have not been tracking. I don't have like a sleep device or anything. I wish that I had one, but I haven't been tracking anything. But I can just tell that I
Mm-hmm.
am doing better
Wow,
significantly.
that's amazing. And even with Motzi now, you and Dee Dee have sold me on it. I haven't added that one to my peptide cycle, but I am very inspired by you. Oh, well, thank you so much, Caroline, for joining us. Thank you to Dee Dee and Robin as well for sharing your journey and being vulnerable with us. A lot of people have love in the comments for you. They resonated with all of your stories. So thank you for to our viewers who tuned in. If you were invited to this call by someone, please reach out to them. Ladies, thank you so much again for sharing your story with us. It's been an honor to share this.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you all. Good night.
Bye.